Hi everybody, it's Caressa and we're back coloring our picture again. I actually kind of put this off for a minute because I was thinking I don't know which color I would like to use. Sometimes when I get in a spot like this where I'm just like stuck, I kind of tend to procrastinate a little bit on coming back to it. But I've learned that sometimes the best thing to do is just sit down and force yourself to make some decisions. So I'm going to go with this color, this sort of turquoisey, aqua-ish blue. I'm going to use this for our main part of the kimono here. And I'm also going to use a darker color for the shading. I'm going to use this sort of indigo color for the shading. So let's go in with the indigo color first. Make sure I'm in frame here. I'm just adding this to the darkest parts. You know, under the folds and wrinkles of where the shadow hits and where it's darkest. Maybe a little bit here too. Some over here. Some there. I think I'll make this as part of the turquoise as well. Although I thought about making this gold, but I don't know. I kind of want to just keep the gold in this pattern. All right. Now I'm coming in with my aqua-ish color. I'm going to color and fill in. So how have you all been doing? I hope you've all been doing good. Same as usual for me. Watching my Columbo in the background. He's got an episode. He's had 2 episodes with William Shatner, if you can believe it. Okay, let's move over here. Oh, actually, so I don't forget them, do the sleeves real quick. There we go. Now I gotta be honest, this blue, just this plain blue like this, is not really sending me. So why don't I come over here and look at my pencils. I would have them on screen, but they are too big to fit in the frame. I'm going to take this yellow and I'm going to add it as sort of a highlight color. Just where I think the light might be hitting. Yeah, just a little bit like that. Like there's a little bit of light there. Some here. Yeah, I'm okay with that. By the way, you might notice that with certain colors, like especially ones that have white as part of the pigment, if you go over black like this, you'll get this color change effect where the black is now a little bit lighter. But I'm not worried about it, so just word to the wise on that. Now let's move to the teacup and the platter here. I'm thinking we go back to our yellow and our orange, or vermilion here, if I can pick it up. And I'm thinking the vermilion will be our shadow color. And it will also kind of fill in for our flowers there a little bit. I'm bringing the same colors from here over to the cup. So let's see, where was that green? I think this is the green that I used. So we're just going to bring these colors over. Put a little shading under the cup, just like that. I'm also going to put a little bit of shading, even though the cup is white, just a little bit of shading right there and right here. Now bring in my yellow. My green. In fact, I think I used a lime green here rather than a yellow, but it's fine because what we'll do is we'll blend it out and we'll add some lime yellow in there. Here's the lime. The yellow will add a little bit of contrast, but it's fine. Sometimes I mistake colors like that. I was just like not even paying attention. I was like, oh, it's the same as a yellow. It's not a yellow. It's a lime green I used there. That's fine. That's fine. I'll go with that. A little bit here. Maybe a little bit on the inside and the outside there. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Maybe take my blender pencil, blend out a little bit. Okay. So now we got this. And now we've got this huge background to deal with. So I was thinking about it earlier. I was like, oh, goodness, we've got this huge background. I don't know what to do with it. So I thought what we could do is we could just kind of continue the checkerboard a little bit in the background. I thought that would be kind of neat. But I'm not making it a straight checkerboard. I'm just kind of making first wavy lines like this. Just like this. And then, you know, more wavy lines. Actually, these are just going to be straight. But you could make them wavy too, it doesn't matter. Or as straight as I can draw anyway. I just tend to, like, when it comes to straight lines, I tend to go like that. So not the best. So there we go. There's our checkerboard. And we're just going to fill it in just like we did here, where it's just a color and then another color in between here. So I'm using the same aqua blue I used on her kimono. I'm going to blend it out as well as it's quite streaky. Correct that line there. I'm actually going to switch out to a blender pen because I think it'll be faster for you guys to watch rather than watch me scrub away with a blender pencil. Good ASMR sometimes, but sometimes it gets kind of in the way, and sometimes it's a little rough on the knuckles when you're just so I don't want to. I mean, it's good to listen to, but sometimes it's I don't know. Words. Words not a friend today. I gotta think what color I'm gonna put. I think I'm gonna put the lime green as the alternating color for the checkerboard. And then we're gonna do something else I'm gonna show you for the rest of the background. Cat hair. Ugh. I wonder where that came from. It's not like I got two cats hanging around or anything. So pretty soon my ASMR videos. By the way, thank you so much for everybody who's been viewing my videos. Again, I really appreciate it. I think my ASMR videos are about to get a little bit better because my mother is so kind. She agreed to buy me a microphone to use on my phone here. And I was like, oh, you're an angel. So she's gonna buy me one of those. And there we go. Whoop. Now let's use our lime green. That's not our lime green. This is our lime green. Pencils everywhere. This is our lime green. And I'm just gonna use this in the alternating squares. Yeah, I'm glad I'm using a blender pen because my knuckles are not. I've been coloring with pencils a little too much, so my knuckles are just like not having it today. They're just like, nope. Now, let's see. Let's take out our blender pen here. And just blend this out a little bit. In fact, let me scribble this off on a piece of paper. I'm going to use the wider end. Make this go a little bit easier. I do like blender pens, but I always find that for some reason I don't get them to last very long. Maybe that's me. I don't know. I'm just going to blend the blue out because I don't really feel like the lime really needs it. I mean, I don't think it does. I mean, we could do a little bit. Let's just do a little bit. Nothing crazy. Might as well. Because I was like, maybe it doesn't need it. And then I was just like, well, let's not skimp. Let's just go ahead and do it real quick. There we go. Alright. I'm scribbling this off on my scrap piece of paper before I recap it, because we don't want to carry this color over to a new project or a new part. Now, I am going to, pardon me while I reach around in here, I'm going to get, this is my bag where I keep my gelatos and my gelato dupes, you know. And I'm thinking we're going to go ahead and we're going to put some gold in the background here. This is a gelato dupe I got from Dollar Tree. These are $1 a piece. And they're just, you know, they're called chalk writers. And they're from Dollar Tree. And they work like gelatos. You just kind of put them on and smear them around. By the way, I hope I'm not jiggling the camera too hard, so I apologize if I am. It's kind of unavoidable as I'm smearing this around here. There we go. And just like gelatos, like after a certain amount of time, they become, they seize up and they become firm, so they're not going to like really transfer to anything or get too messy. You know what I mean? Know what I mean, Jelly Bean? Let's put some gold up here. So you've got a certain, that's why I'm kind of like doing an area and then coming back with my finger immediately, is because you've got kind of a limited amount of time before it seizes up and becomes, I don't want to say permanent, but you know, it doesn't want to move. Now, as for blending tools, I know that there's probably people out there who have like their preferences of blending tools. I just use my finger because I feel like body heat is really the best way to get the product moving. Because if you use something like a cotton swab or, you know, something else, it really just doesn't move as well. So I use my finger. And I know there's probably a lot of people out there who are like, you know, upset about getting that on their hand, and, you know, they don't want to get their hand dirty necessarily. That's fine. Just keep a wet paper towel next to you and just wipe it off. It'll come right off. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal, I promise you. I don't like getting stuff on my hands either. But I don't think this one's a big deal, because it's so water soluble, it just comes right off. Okay. Cap this. Alright, so I don't know if you can see the shimmery gleam of the gold here, but I'm pretty happy with that. Now the last thing I'm gonna do is, sorry, I'm reaching around you guys here. I'm looking at the black pattern here, checkerboard, and I thought maybe we could do just a little design on here. So I'm just gonna do like that. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm gonna get a different gel pen if I can find it. Yeah, here's the fatter one, because that tip was not working for me. This is a 1.0 Sakura jelly roll. It's just plain white. I'm not doing anything fancy. I'm just doing like a flower, 4-leaf clover, whatever you want to call it. Ugh, it's getting gummy. In some parts, you can see where I'm not completing the design. That's because, you know, that's where the kimono cuts off. Jelly roll's not really wanting to stick. That's another problem with coming over the top with the yellow here, is the jelly roll doesn't want to stick to it. I'm going to make it stick to it, because I'm a boss like that. I'm joking. I'm just gonna force it. Ah. Come on. There we go. Make sure I'm in frame. Not really. Sorry, guys. Sorry, didn't mean to be out of frame or nothing. You guys must think I'm doing some sort of awful witchcraft off screen. She's doing horrible things and we just can't see it. Okay. All right. There we go. And, you know, you could add, like, some pattern back here. You could add, like, you could continue that. Like, you know, you could put the 4-leaf clover in these back here. But I think I'm good. I kind of just like, because I feel like it brings her to the foreground and this is more in the background. So I'm okay with that. So I think we're done here. I hope you guys like it. Here's our final product. I hope you've enjoyed today. I hope you come back soon. And please like and subscribe. No pressure though. I hope you guys have a good day. Bye.